'Cause I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I've breathed the mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Been to Tullamore, Seymour,
Mackay.
Lullaby, Nambour, Roochdore, Kilmore, Rillaby, Birdville, Emmaville, Wallaville, Connemara, Connemara, Strathrown, Proserpine, Alladala, Darwin,
Wordy Bullock.
Muckilla, Wallamilla, Bougainville, Cumberland,
Mackay.
I've been everywhere, man.
Mottawarri.
I've been everywhere,
Yes,
man.
indeed.
Across the deserts bare,
It's funny how Lucky Star had never been to Wurrabullock or, in fact, Mottawarri. I actually had a conversation with Lucky yesterday via text. Yeah, he's in good form. Wants to know when he can come back on the show. I said anytime you like. But in the meantime, it is 12 minutes to 11, as we have pointed out. But in Mackay, in Queensland, it's only 12 minutes to 10. Hello, Nadee.
It's 28 degrees, though.
Good morning.
How you going?
Good, great.
Rob tells me it's 28 degrees up there.
It is, with a nice breeze blowing. Glorious day, Mackay.
Excellent. I have been to Mackay on a couple of occasions, and the thing that always reminds me of Mackay is, you know that old song, Horizontal Rain? I have seen it rain there like I've not seen rain anywhere else, and generally speaking, both times it has been horizontal.
Wow, yeah. We do have big drops up here. There is a lot of rain up here. Not quite as much as further north, but yeah, it can be horizontal.
Yeah, I was staying out, and you would know this better than Rob, the region out in Outer Harbour. And being out there is no protection, of course, and the wind, she comes off the Pacific Ocean, and yes, it's quite blowy. 20 inches of rain in 5 days. I was there, Rob.
Oh, gosh.
I do want to my bucket list thing for me is to stand in a tropical downpour where it's coming straight down. And
Well, don't go to Mackay because it'll be coming horizontally.
No, I want to go to that place where it comes straight down. I've got the map out now. We had a chat off air, and I embarrassed myself by not knowing where this joint is because I get them mixed up. Rockhampton, Mackay, Townsville, Cairns, which order they're in, but I'm looking at it now.
You don't have to worry about any of the other ones. Just at Mackay.
When you get to Mackay, get out of the car and don't go any further.
Yeah.
So, do you know the link between Mackay and INXS?
I don't.
Okay, well, I'll tell you that later on. That'll give you an incentive to stay around for a few minutes because I'll tell you at the end. Remind me, what do people in Mackay do?
Well, Mackay has a population of about 125,000, our region. So we have lots of different industries. We've got a very diversified industry base here, from sugarcane. So we traditionally, we are growers of sugarcane here, and we have cattle out west. But probably since the 1970s, mining and mining services, supporting the mining industry has been very important to the Mackay economy.
You should get a job in economic development for your area, I reckon. You seem to know the stuff pretty well.
Which particular stuff do you mine most of? Because there's lots of different mining types.
Yeah, we have mostly coal, so metallurgical coal. So the coal that's used for making steel is, we've got very good quality of that west of Mackay in the Isaac region.
Do we do anything with that here, or do we put it all on a ship?
We put it on a ship at Hay Point and we sell it overseas mostly. So we have a huge industry base around that mining sector.
I can see Hay Point on the map. The port of Mackay, I nearly said it again. Port of Mackay, Hay Point, long way from the centre of the town, and the port, I suppose, is that a place where a lot of people have a lot of fun reboating, fishing, and stuff like that?
All around Mackay. Wreck fishing is a huge industry as well. So we have dams as well as the ocean. And we have, of course, mud crabs. Actually, hubby is catching me some crabs today. He's up one of the creeks catching some crabs. So, we have a huge wreck fishing industry here.
We won't have that vulgar language either, saying damn on the radio. That's disgraceful. You can't say that sort of thing. And so I'm desperately trying to think of the name of the place that I visited in an oil tanker on a day when we had 20 inches of rain. I'm going to say something like Nemo or some sort of town out west. Does that ring a bell?
Is it Nebo?
Nebo, there you go. Yeah, I went there. It got a bit wet out there as well. Is that coal mining? Is that what they're mining out there?
Yeah, and agriculture. So a lot of cattle out west. So that was probably traditionally a small town supported by the agricultural industry. They've got a sale yard there, and but now it's a lot of a number of mining companies have set up in the town, so it supports both industries really.
Now, Rob indicated that you're on the Bruce Highway, heading north if you're going from Brisbane. What's the biggest town south of you, like the nearest biggest town and the nearest biggest town north of you?
Yeah, Rocky is about 4 hours drive south, and Townsville is about 4 hours north. So we're smack bang between we're between Cairns and Brisbane. So 10 hours to Brisbane and about 10 hours to Cairns in a car, but only about just over an hour's flight from Mackay to Brisbane.
And Rob will attest to this. I'm not looking at any maps. I did some work in Townsville one day with an organisation that was based in Mackay, and we missed our flight out of Townsville, so we drove back through Ayr and Bowen and Proserpine. How have I done?
Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you would describe your town as being tropical, subtropical? Where would that land?
I would say tropical.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there a university in town?
There is. We have the University of Central Queensland and JCU. So James Cook University also has a campus here in nursing.
Okay.
How does I notice you're near the Coral Sea. Coral always creates a lot of interest. People love going to watch it. So the tourism aspect, is that the big ticket item to bring people to Mackay?
It's definitely a good reason to come to Mackay. We have some islands off Mackay. We've got as I said before, the wreck fishing is so great fishing here 365 days of the year because we do have the dams. We also have Australia's newest mountain bike trails network. So it's just been opened in the last couple of weeks, and we've got 16 trails, about 14 kilometres of awesome airflow track. So that's going to be a huge draw card or a new industry for the Mackay region.
I reckon you'd need a shower afterwards if it hasn't rained, because it'd be a bit humid, I would have thought, riding a bike in that part of the world.
Yeah, but we're just hitting the perfect season from now on through to September. It's going to be glorious.
We might see if we can get a flight up this afternoon, Rob, and go for a bike ride.
There's quite a lot of people getting into that recreational bike riding. There's a couple of places down in Victoria, certainly one town, name escapes me, in Tasmania, where people descend upon for these wonderful bike rides. So you're probably going to get a whole new cult following heading up your way by the sound of it.
That's what we're aiming for.
Excellent.
Yeah, so Blue Derby, I think, is the Trails Network you're referring to in Derby.
That's the one?
Yeah, we've done a lot of work looking at what they have done, and we're trying to do something similar. It's a trail town, there's not many of us trail towns around in Australia where the town actually finishes and starts within in the town centre. So Finch Hatton Mountain Bike Trails is our new offering in the valley, the beautiful Pioneer Valley, which has a beautiful river flowing through our valley called Pioneer River.
There's a little village not far from here called Forest, which has been turned into some pretty good bike tracks, as well as Anglesey now opening up the old coal mine site down there. So it's becoming quite trendy and a lot of people involved in it. It's great because it helps tourism, but it's also good for the body. A bit of R&R.
And you can tell by looking at Rob, he's done a lot of it over the journey. He's a fine specimen of a man. Nadine, we do need to go, but thank you for taking some time out of your Saturday morning. Now, I promised you an In Excess fact. I would like you to go onto YouTube and find the video clip for Burn For You by In Excess. And it starts off with an aeroplane taking off, and across the bottom of the screen it says Mackay, population 43,000. I don't know why they did it, but if you go and have a look at that, you will find that In Excess have referred to Mackay and what is now obviously a very outdated population figure.
It is, and it's fascinating that you remember that.
You know me, I might have absolutely nothing of interest to tell people, but there's certainly lots of stuff in there. Nadine Connolly, thanks for being part of the show, and we will talk to you, next time I'm chatting to you.
Thanks very much, Neil.
Thanks.
Rob.